Right, guys, I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start off by making a wee double apology, right? Number one, the video I put out yesterday, I've not been well the last couple of days, but Football Index put out a tweet saying, like, system updates, this, that, and the other thing. And I've just connected the wrong dots. I thought that was going to be the market update for the share split. What it was maintenance on like the app or the internet or something like this. So first apology. Second apologies, guys. Once I get home from work, I'm dining at home. I must have drove about 400 miles yesterday. I say I've not been feeling too great. I was itching to drop a video and just talk about what I'm going to talk about now, but I literally just did not have the energy in me. And there was so much going on yesterday, guys. I could have spent all night chatting about what had happened in the market and the news that broke. And as you can see, as I'm flicking through now, all the movement we've had recently. So the big news from yesterday, as you're probably aware by now, is that Harry Kane is out until the middle of March, okay, which has just sent the market into a lot of frenzy. Injuries like this are quite big, and especially for Spurs. We all know they didn't buy anyone in January and all this type of stuff as well. Now, number one, I want to go on the record by saying I don't think Spurs are going to buy a striker in this window, but there's a lot of money to be made off the speculation and people thinking, oh, Spurs are going to go buy this one, and people jumping on it, the price shoots up and these types of things. Like Marcus Thuram, I was reasonably tempted last night to get some of this guy in case his Spurs link, you can see he's taken a big spike in the last month. The last 7 days it's been a bit more gradual. In case he gets a proper link to Spurs, because this is somebody who Spurs could easily buy. He's played for a bottom of the league club. He's a striker, he's young, so he'll accept being second fiddle to Harry when he's back fit. And it was reasonably cheap, so he is quite a good Spurs signing in that sense. He ticks all the boxes. It's quite reasonable to imagine Spurs would go and buy something like that. So yeah, the place went absolutely nuts yesterday. Kane's price fell and it's bounced back a little bit. There was a video I was going to be doing in due course anyway. We can kind of touch on this a little bit, making money from injury, and this is a great example that we'll probably reference whenever we get back to chatting about that. As you can see here, Kane is peaked right up there, he's scoring goals and whatever, and then that injury news comes in and boom, it drops off a cliff. And if you're able to pick him up at that rock bottom price there, looking at something like maybe 890, something like this, and catch him, 890, and then catch him on the bounce back, because Harry Kane, he can still win media and stuff like this, even being injured. He might have done well yesterday with media, I'm not too sure, I'll just check that now. Just because the guy's not playing doesn't mean people are going to write about him. I made a bit of a boo-boo yesterday as well, guys. We had Vukas and Jovanovic for our midweek kind of small stakes kind of test, kind of try and do a bit of a rat catching. If you don't know what rat catching is, again, I'll probably go through another video and explain that fully. And I didn't realise it was kicking off at 6 o'clock. I seen it about 4 o'clock. It was up by like 5 pence a share, maybe 4 pence, something like this. I thought, brilliant. By the time it gets to kick off, I'll be able to just do a quick sell on him and just make some money quite quickly. I had a lot of work to do, and by the time I realised that the game kicked off at 6, it was 20 past 8, and the ship had sailed, as the saying goes. So I actually lost a couple of little coins on our boy Jovanovic. I basically just lost. I broke even on the share price, but I had to forfeit the 2% commission basically for punting them. So lesson learned there. When you're researching these things, guys, make sure you know the exact kick-off times before you go try to plan a dump on someone and you miss the boat with it, 'cause it's just a sore one to take if you've got a lot more money, or if that was your entire portfolio, that was your strategy leading up for the week, you'd be pretty disappointed in that. If you had followed that, you'd have known it was a 6 o'clock kickoff, and hopefully you guys did well on it and managed to drop him at the right point. Okay, so we released some Jovanovic. Kai Havertz, somebody we've been tracking since the videos have been going up. You can see he's continuing his nice little trend of gradual increases, and I think that will continue all the way to the Mönchengladbach game on Saturday. More and more people will be going on him. Traders like me and you will see his increase and think what's going on. And again, he's someone who could easily be linked with a decent transfer. He's a very attractive midfield player. We've spoke about him already. I don't want to go into that in too much detail, but he's doing well. And I thought I'll release some equity out of Kai Havertz and try and rejig it about. Okay. One thing I really want to hammer home, guys, on this video, and I might need... we've got this news and data tab, is in January there is winners all over the place. Rafael Camacho's jumping up because people also know Trent's going to be injured, and so is Joe Gomez, this type of thing. But in January, guys, there's winners all over the place. Anyone gets any kind of tenuous links to a club, or a big injury comes in like Harry Kane, all sorts of strikers are popping up. Dele Alli's jumping up in price, so is Lucas Moura, because people expect him to play more in his absence. Alvaro Morata is also getting linked with transfers, and as you can see here, guys, the increase list is pretty substantial, and it's pretty well spread across. So I've released a bit of equity in Kai, and this is the last day we're going to be holding Denier for, so we're starting to release some of him gradually. Now, the strategy with this, and I'll show you the portfolio, give the game away. I had 300 Denier, okay? Now, when you've got a big position like this, especially on something that's quite, quite tenuous, like I'm quite a major shareholder in Denier, if I drop all 300 of them in the one swift movement, then I'm not going to make any money. So with the first 100, I put them up for sale last night, and I'm happy for them to just tick away and sell at whatever rate they are. As long as I'm not really losing anything, I'm not too bothered. This is gambling, guys. As I say with the video, it's about not losing. So as long as I've got my money, I'm not too bothered. It keeps me interested, and I've got other positions where we're doing well, and there's profit to be had. So we're slowly releasing him. The plan is try and get this 89 sold as soon as possible. Once we get closer to kick off, his price will then jump up a little bit again, because people will jump on him for obvious reasons. Quick sell 100, and then the last 100, just ride it out and see what happens with his price and how he performs tonight. Okay, but I then looked and thought, right, where's the next positions? I'm a Celtic fan, as you'll probably know. If you look at the channel, you see the videos, me going to games and stuff like this as well. James Forrest is an absolute bargain now at 88 pence, 87 pence, whatever you can pick him up for. He has already had a link in the Scottish and Irish press to Liverpool. Okay, now we had a similar situation last year with Kieran Tierney, and I'll just show you what Tierney has been doing. Tierney in the summer was linked with Man United. Me and every other Celtic fan under the sun would have told you then and there, Tierney is not moving to Man United, okay? And as you can see, these little, that's over a month, sorry, what's he over the year? When he's went from 80 pence to £1.20 is when he's got strong links to Man United, and that's in, over that kind of summer period, Man United need a left back, and again, you see those links during the summer window. He's just continuing to rise in price because he's very attractive to a lot of teams. But the fact of the matter is, people like Kieran Tierney are not going to be leaving Celtic until that 10 in a row has either been done or is out of our hands, or these types of things, So I'm not too sure if I think we'll sell Forrest, but I 100% believe he's a serious contender to go to Liverpool. For those of you who don't know, when Brendan Rodgers got the Celtic job, it was quite well known that he said to Forrest that he was on Liverpool's radar, and it was his end product to let him down. And since Rodgers has been at Celtic, Forrest's end product has been fantastic. Scores goals, makes assists. He's doing really well this season as well. With Liverpool gunning for the title, you can easily see them seeing Forrest as a very attractive backup to the likes of Salah and Mane. He's a really quick winger, and in relative terms, they can probably pick him up reasonably cheap. He'd also be Champions League qualified. He has Champions League and European experience. So all we're waiting for with this one is just a bit more. We're just waiting for a link to happen with an English outlet. It's not British or Irish, and that price, as you see with Tierney, will follow the exact same path. He'll go over that £1 mark, £1.10, something like this. So we're going to probably get 100 Forrests and sit on that. The other guy I've started to pick up is Timo Werner. Timo Werner's on an upward turn now anyway, as it is. As we get into the weekend with Leipzig, he'll score goals, he'll do his thing. But Timo Werner is one of these people who is always linked to clubs. Again, you guys, I genuinely don't believe he's going to move, certainly not this January, but it's not about believing he's going to move in every instance. Sometimes it's about believing that he's going to be linked to people, and as soon as he is linked to people, other traders are going to see him, they might believe he is going to move, jump on him, push his price up. So he's just somebody who I thought, he's got a serious link left in him, whether it be Spurs, whether it be West Ham. I know he's not going to go to West Ham, but if he's linked there, that's half the battle, really. And again, if he has a good weekend, Bayern Munich are always interested in him as well, and maybe a few other clubs. He's not Champions League cup tied as well, similar to Kai. He's only played Europa League this season, so it could quite easily be an attractive proposition to a serious Champions League team. So that's why we've moved into him a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. But guys, yesterday, honestly, I could have spoke all night about the movement we were seeing all over the place, all these guys jumping up, and what was happening with Spurs and Malcolm and Chelsea and all these things that are going on. Ozil, Inter Milan today, and everything as well, guys. You know, the market's going absolutely crazy. January's one of these months. January, excuse me, and then around Champions League final time is when you can make a lot of money really quickly on a lot of different positions. There's not one winner, there's lots of winners. You know, January's a real month that can set you up for the rest of the year. You do really well on a player. I was interacting with a guy who commented on one of their videos, who was on Marcus Rashford, and one of the things I said to him was, you know, you've got time. Marcus Rashford is easily a £10 player. We were having this chat when he was about £9.50 or something like this. I was reasonably tempted myself to get on him, but he's just too expensive for me right now for where I'm at. When you've got, guys, a smaller portfolio, you want to be maximising how much profit you can pull out of one player, and somebody at £9.50, him moving to, what's he at now, 10.20. So at £9, how many of him can I buy for £500? I can buy about 40 of them. You know, he then jumps up from £9.50 to 10.16. So what's that? 66 pence. Of that, a third of that roughly is the commission. So you're making 40 pence a share. So 40 times 40, you're talking about a couple of quid. It's nothing huge. You know, if you've got a lot of money, different story. But that's just my evaluation on that for me personally. That might be the right thing for you. And when I started out way back last year, I didn't have a lot of money at all. I just put all my money, guys, into really big bets, really big safe holdings. Guys like Ronaldo, Neymar. These were when I didn't have a lot of money, where I put it because I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, or I had the belief at that point, because I hadn't been on the index very long, and it wasn't going to go anywhere. Everyone's different, guys. You just got to plan your strategy as best you can. This January, I've moved more than I would have liked, and yeah, you want to be holding positions for as long as possible and try and see the crowd coming. You know, our boy Forrest here, I'm quite happy to hold him till the end of January, which is another 2 weeks away, and I'm fairly confident. All he needs one English newspaper to jump on it, on the story. And even if it materialises, guys, if he actually moves to Liverpool, then, you know, you can look at him becoming a £2.50 player, no problem at all. But yeah, so these are the things we're looking at, guys. And as I say, you need to have your finger on the pulse in terms of what's getting announced. You know, if you knew the announcement was coming with Harry Kane yesterday, which I didn't. I've just been so busy. I didn't know there was going to be an announcement on any injury developments or anything. Then what you want to have is money sitting ready to pounce. So as soon as that decision comes out, you've already made a target, a player. You know, as soon as that announcement is made in either direction, you can jump on it and make it happen. Christian Eriksen, I was really tempted last night again, rather than Werner, go for Eriksen, but I just don't see him jumping up maybe as much as quickly as Werner, but I could be wrong with that. He is going to move, guys. He's going to move up. There's no two ways about it. You can see he's been linked here with Real Madrid, and he's going to be playing more. They're not going to be able to rest him as often because Harry Kane's out, so he's a very good position to be holding now. But I say, I'm just kind of thinking out loud now, guys. I wasn't planning on scripting the video today, and I haven't at all. I was just more anxious to get something out after missing last night. Just there was so much action on this if you were on it last night. I need to see all the movement. It was absolutely nuts. So I'm kind of scouring around about the net, guys. Just kind of seeing if anything grabs my eye. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with everything now. The next kind of moves, and I've been really frustrated, guys, on the website. The watch list is just frozen. I just cannot access the watch list at all. And the watch list was going to be one of my next Tool of the Traders video, where we talk about how to use the watch list and what you want to be looking for. But quite simply, it just isn't working, which has really hampered me, because the guys you put on the watch list are ones that aren't always in the public eye in terms of in the top increasing list and this type of thing, but you want to keep a wee cheeky eye on for any little developments. Again, I'm still right tempted with this Marcus Thuram. I really think he could be moving. Has the boat been missed? He's kind of levelling out a little bit. He is somebody to keep your eye on, guys, because no buzz from today. There was a bit of buzz yesterday that Man U, Spurs, and I want to say Liverpool were scouting him, and that was it. Just one article, nothing major. It's probably been part of the reason he shot up, because I say it just takes one article to spike interest in a trader or two and move a price, you know. But he ticks a lot of boxes. He's young, he's cheap as chips. Guingamp are probably going to get relegated, you know, so they're not in a position to hold on to a player like this who's young and in form. I think he scored 11 goals or something this season. He's doing really, really well. Could be a really good position. If you look at Nicolas Pepe here, £4.38, there's nothing stopping Marcus Thuram getting close to that at all. They've got very similar positives. You know, they're not cup tied for Champions League. They're young. In the relative terms of things, they'll be cheap. And they've been doing very well this season, you know. Layla in a bit stronger position to hold on to a player than Greencamp, but nonetheless. So I'm going to love you and leave you here, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. If you've not done so already, like, subscribe, share, comment, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. And I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.